Google Christopher Walken, and you will see an amazing story of a mostly unheralded American actor. Older Americans know he started with a film called The Anderson Tapes. It was actually a Sidney Lumet film in the very early 70s, and then went on to Deer Hunter, an Academy Award-winning film that he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. So that established him as one of the great American actors over 30 years ago. But the question now, close to 40 years ago, so the question now is, why is this man one of the most underrated talents in the entire entertainment world? Well, let me make a case. He started out in theater and television in the 1950s, and he learned his craft. He learned it very well. He thrived on the stage, and then added a professional dancer's talent to his consummate skill as an actor. And this acting talent was best displayed in the film Pennies from Heaven. And many of you may not have seen it, but it is an extraordinary dancing talent that he has. He showed his versatility in a variety of films, such as Milagro Beanfield War, Communion, and At Close Range with a very young Sean Penn. His persona through this time in the 80s, with At Close Range, a Bond film, The Comfort of Strangers, established Walken as an extraordinarily proficient actor at playing bad characters, even characters who were evil at the core. And he could be frightening beyond words. In True Romance, he played a scene opposite Dennis Hopper that is studied by young actors today, everywhere. Other character roles in film, notably the Pulp Fiction, burnished his reputation. And he continued to play roles like this until Blast from the Past. And that's when his persona began to change, and some of his roles did. It was basically a comedic role, and he was superb in it. And this led really to the second part of his career. And this is the part of his career that I base my high opinion of Christopher Walken. I base my entire extraordinary admiration for him on the second part of his career. His roles broadened to include more sympathetic characters like Frank Abagnale in Catch Me If You Can. He also received a supporting actor nomination by the Academy for that role. He went on to star in other successful films, and these films were leaning towards comedy, like Click. But his next breakout role was a film called Hairspray. It was an adaptation of a John Waters film. He played the husband of John Travolta's character, which was a 320-pound woman. Travolta was in a 320-pound fat suit for the entire film. And you got to give Walken credit for making this work and making it real. If you haven't seen it, you must. It's absolutely amazing. He dances in that film, too. In the past year, he received a Tony nomination for his role in A Behanding in Spokane. All that would be enough to consider Walken one of our finest living actors and performers. He has had an extraordinary career in TV, theater, and in film. But he is also considered one of the best guest hosts of Saturday Night Live in its 30-year run. He has a standing offer from the producer, Lorne Michaels, to host that show whenever his schedule permits. He is also only one of 4 hosts who has his own SNL, Best of SNL DVD. If you have seen Saturday Night Live, you've seen him host Saturday Night Live. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But the real story is about an extraordinary talent that has spanned now 57 years. A career that has been under-recognized, underestimated, underappreciated, and as I said before, unheralded. Christopher Walken deserves an American Film Institute Lifetime Achievement Award, and then he should get a Kennedy Center Honors Award. It's long overdue. Let's hope he gets them soon. He deserves all that and more.